Alright, time to load a game. The one where we left off last time. From slot 4. Now, before I get into reading, I need to scoot up a little bit. This floor is carpeted, so it doesn't. So my little rolly chair doesn't work too well to like pick it up and everything. Anyway, alright. Shaking off my nervousness, I press it. There isn't any affectionate ding-dong chime from the doorbell. The oppressive silence continues for a few seconds. Then the sound of pattering footsteps behind the door indicates someone's presence. We've been waiting for you. Also, hang on a second, let me set this so it doesn't, it doesn't capture. Okay, there isn't an option for me to not capture the cursor. That's kind of a bummer, but oh well. We've been waiting for you. The door opens with a creak. Inside lay the lobby I remembered, and a young girl in an apron. Thank goodness. You're so late I was beginning to worry that you had gotten lost. I was thinking about going out to meet you if you hadn't arrived by sunset. The girl in the anachronistic napkin or apron smiles warmly. No, that's, I'm so taken aback by her outdated mode of dress, I can't even form a proper sentence. Perhaps attributing my hesitance to distrust, the girl tilts her head a little. You're Shiki-sama, aren't you? Hey, yeah, but you don't have to call me Sama. You are, right? But please don't scare me like that. I was beginning to think I had made another mistake back there. The girl's mannerisms are like those of a mother scolding her child. And in spite of that, there's still a smile on her face, and it doesn't break the warm feeling about her. She wears an apron over a kimono. She comes out to greet guests and addresses someone like me with Sama. That must mean she's... That's weird. Wait a second. Huh. The audio just went from like both headphones to one headphone. Anyway, whatever. Are you one of the maids here by any chance? The girl answers my question with nothing but a smile. Come, you must be tired. Please do come in. Akira-sama is waiting for you in the sitting room. The girl quickly crosses the lobby and heads toward the sitting room. Turning back as if she just remembered something, she makes a bow with a full smile on her face. Welcome home, Shiki-sama. Her greeting is accompanied by her flower-like smile. I can't think of any reply, so I just follow her hesitatingly. I wonder if, like, just my headphones decided to die out here or something. Hang on a second. I'm gonna just test this area real quick. Probably going to hear something else. I'm going to mute the game's volume for a moment. And just find something in YouTube real quick. Just to do a little quick test of my audio here. It's probably not going to be a problem on the stream or anything, it's just bugging me. You can probably see Markiplier's channel here.
Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier and welcome to Enter the Gungeon.
Yeah, I'm only getting sound out of one headphone. Weird. I'll deal with that later. Alright, I need to turn the volume back on this. There we go. Guided by the girl, I head to the sitting room. It's as if I'm seeing it for the first time. I don't know if I've forgotten about it in the last 8 years, or if they've had it refurbished since then. Either way, it feels like someone else's house now, and it's unsettling. As I'm looking around the sitting room, the maid in the apron lowers her head with a quick bow. I brought Shikisama with me. Well done. You may return to the kitchen, Kawaku. Thank you. It seems that the maid's name is Kawaku. Kawaku-san gives a small bow as if to say farewell, and then leaves the sitting room. This leaves me and two girls I don't recognize. It's been a long time, Nisan, says the girl with the long black hair and sharp eyes. All my thought process stop at once. My mind goes blank. I can't find any words of greeting. All I can do is nod with a yeah. I don't think it can be helped. This Akiha that I had not seen in 8 years is not the Akiha that I remember. She's completely transformed into a proper young lady of a noble family. Isan. The black-haired girl tilts her head slightly. Pathetically, all I can say are dumb-sounding things. My mind is turning in somersaults as I try to recognize the girl before me as Akiha. It seems like Akiha already recognizes me as her brother. You do not look well. Would you like to rest before we talk? Akiha throws a sharp glance in my direction. Is it just me, or is it just my imagination that she looks like she's in a bad mood? No, I'm alright. I was just surprised by how much you've changed, Akiha. People do change over the course of 8 years, Nisan. We are at an age of change. Or did you think we would remain as we were forever? What is this? I can feel the thorn in Akiha's words. No, you've definitely changed, Akiha. You've become more beautiful than before. That isn't flattering. It's how I really feel. And, indeed, but you, on the other hand, have not changed much at all. Akiha answers coldly, her eyes closed. Well, I came prepared for something like this. It is as I thought. It seems Akiha does not think well of me. If you are feeling well, let us finish our conversation. You have yet to hear the details about why you were called back here, right, Nisan? I've heard nothing more than a sudden comeback to the mansion, though I found out that the old man had passed away in the papers. If the head of a major company dies, it definitely makes it on the financial papers. Whereas General Makahisa's death reached his son, Tonoshiki, via the newspaper after the funeral, go over their feelings for the deceased to achieve such attachment. But the funeral is a ceremony for those who cannot let go of their feelings for the deceased to achieve such attachment. For someone like me who cut off such feelings a long time ago, there is no need. Calling you back here was my idea. It would be odd for the eldest son of the Tonos to be entrusted to the Armless forever. Now that father has passed away, the only Tonos by blood are you and I, Nisan. I don't know what father was thinking when he entrusted. But this is not a topic I care much about. Funeral ceremony for those who cannot let go of their feelings for the deceased to achieve such attachment. But the funeral is a ceremony for those who cannot let go of their feelings for the deceased to achieve such attachment. For someone like me who cut off such feelings a long time ago, there is no need. Calling you back here was my idea. It would be odd for the eldest son of the Tonos to be entrusted to the Armless forever. Now that father has passed away, the only Tonos by blood are you and I, Nisan. I don't know what father was thinking when he entrusted. Not, okay, excuse me a cold look. Huh. Alright, let's try this again, huh? Wow, I don't hear anything now. And I'm beginning to suspect that I know why. Fucking Realtek audio got re-enabled again. I need to disable it. Huh. Oh, it just started working finally. Right when I closed the damn thing. Okay. Sounds like looks like everything's working fine now. I even have audio out of both my ears. That's great. But you can hear me, by the way. It is good news. I just have to pop open the chat again, and then I'll be ready to go. Alright, so you can hear me perfectly, I'm guessing now, because I have the mic really close up to my mouth right at this point. Alright. I'm afraid that isn't going to happen, Akia. There's no way I can go back to being some well-mannered gentleman now. Not that I want to. I'll not ask more of you, but do try. But do try to. Or are you saying you are unable to do what I already have? Akia shoots me a cold look. It feels as if she's hitting me with her grudge against leaving me here, leaving her here for the last 8 years. Alright, I get it. I'll try my best. Akia just stares at me as if she doesn't quite believe me. You do not need to try, as long as you get results. Her pose is dignified, her words merciless. Let's get back to the topic. Right now, you and I are the only ones living here. I do not care for having too many people around, so I cleared everyone out. Eh? Hold on a second, Akia. You cleared everyone out? You wouldn't want to run into one of our relatives in the mansion, would you, Nissan? I've put off most of the servants, but there are enough for you and I, so there are no problems. Wait, no problems? You're going to get attacked by our family. You're going to get attacked at our family meeting if you do something like that. Oh, please be quiet. Rather than have the mansion overflowing with people, wouldn't you feel more relaxed with just the two of us here? Well, it's true that I would feel relaxed, but you've only just become head of the family, Akia. You go around abusing your powers like some kind of dictator. Our relatives aren't going to keep quiet about it. Even the old man didn't go against their opinions. Indeed, that's why Father entrusted you to the Ironless. I, on the other hand, have despised them since I was a child. I'm not going to put up with their whining any longer. I'm not going to put up with... Look, Akia. Enough. Just listen. You don't have to worry about me. Please just worry about your own life from now on, Nissan. I can see it's going to be difficult for you in many ways. Akia says solemnly, looking away a little. Now then, if there's anything you don't understand, ask her, Hisui. She looks at the girl standing by her side. The girl called Hisui and bows expressionlessly. This is Hisui. She will be your personal maid from now on. Is that acceptable with you? Eh? Oh, hang on there. Hold on. Personal maid? You mean... In other words, she's your servant. Akia declares as if it were the obvious. I can't believe it. Fitting in with the western style of the house, the girl in the maid outfit stands there as if it is natural to do so. Hold on. I'm not a kid, you know. I don't need a servant. I can take care of myself. Does that include the cooking and the laundry? Akia is pretty sharp at pointing these things out. At any rate, now that you return into this house, you will obey my directions. I don't know how you live in the Arima house, but you're living in the Tono house now. Please accept everything given to you. Can't say anything, and I drift my eyes towards Hisui. As expected, she simply looks back at me expressionlessly like a doll. Well then, Hisui, please show Nissan to his room. Yes, milady. Hisui approaches me with a shadow-like lack of presence. I'll guide you to your room, Shiki-sama. Hisui heads towards the lobby. Sighing, I head off towards the lobby as well. We enter the lobby. This mansion is split into east and west wings, with the lobby in the middle. The lobby is like the body of a bird whose wings are the halls extending diagonally to the east and west. Each wing is about the size of a small hospital. I remember the house constructed symmetrically, so both the east and west wings have the same floor plan. Your room is this way, Shiki-sama. Hisui climbs up a flight of stairs. It seems like my room is on the second floor. Then I think of it, the servants' room should be on the first floor of the west wing. This is probably where Hisui and Kawaku's songs rooms are. I assume that was what was read. I skipped it a little bit. Outside, the sun has already set. The girl in the maid uniform walks down the long, dimly lit hallway without a word. Kind of feels like a wonderland. Without thinking, I let my thoughts slip out. Did you say something, Shiki-sama? Hisui stops and looks back at me. No, I'm just talking to myself. Don't worry about it. After staring at me, Hisui bows and starts walking again. I guess this is what they call it, being lost for words, or being at a loss for words. The room Hisui has led me to is not one made for a mere high school student to live in. Is this my room? Yes. If you are displeased with it, I can arrange for a different one for you. No, there's no way I can be displeased with it. It's just a little, really too fancy for me. Shiki-sama? It's fine. I'll gladly use this room. Yes, this room has not been touched since 8 years ago, so I do not think you will find anything unsatisfactory with it. There's something a little odd about the way Hisui said that. It's as if she is implying this was my room once. Hey, is this by any chance my old room? That is what I have been told. Am I mistaken? Hisui inclines her head to the side slightly. I feel relieved. Seems the scroll can express emotion after all. Well, it might be, now that you mention it. I do remember it faintly, so it must be so. I can't feel any sense of familiarity about this place at all, but I guess that's what it's like after you leave a place for 8 years. I can't get settled here, though. I was living in a 6.5 mat-sized room until this morning. It's like I'm staying at some higher-class hotel. I understand how you feel, but please try to get used to it. From today onwards, you are the oldest son of the Tono house, Shiki-sama. You're right. I've got to do my best so I can at least look it on the outside. With a thump, I drop my bag on the table to stretch my back. I'm having a hard time reading just because I have, a fan blowing wind directly into my eyes. Give me a second. I gotta do something about this. That's better. I don't think I needed that thing on anyway. With a thump, I drop my bag on the table and stretch my back. I've been feeling a little stressed out with everything that's happened today so far. Really, no choice but to adjust from today onwards. All of your luggage is brought here. Anything more you acquire? Oh, not really. Why do you ask? There was very little delivery. If there's anything you need, I can have it prepared. So please don't hesitate to ask. I see. No, I don't need anything more. I didn't have much luggage. My luggage is just this bag, these glasses, and textbooks in my bag, and that white ribbon with an unidentified owner. That's all. Anyways, you don't have to worry about the luggage. Before I continue with this, there was a white ribbon that he'd been hanging on to since he was a child. Earlier in the game, when he was walking on his way home from school, if you'd left if you left school earlier than he did, he would have said something about it on his way there. Probably. He remembers that it belongs to a pink-haired girl, I think, but he's not sure who. Another girl who stayed at the house when I stayed with them when they were children. So it's most likely belongs to one of the maids. But which one is a mystery? I guess that's spoilery as we get here. Does it still sound like there's wind blowing? So I just turned off my fan actually. So it doesn't really come here. It's probably just the mic acting up. It does that sometimes. Or it's my breath. The mic's pretty good at picking that up too. Is this any better? Huh. Well, the thing is, like, that fan that I have pointed at my computer is pretty loud. I don't hear it when I have my headphones on, though. But that's probably what you're hearing. I'll see if I can, like, limit the mouse a bit. Now it's already at 20 degrees angle. See, listen to this really carefully here. Now it's at 180 degrees. I bet you can hear the fan a lot more clearly now. Huh. Weird. I'm glad that worked out, I guess. Maybe it was because I moved the mic. Anyways, you don't have to worry about the luggage. This room is fancy enough. This fancy room is more than enough for me. I understand. Well, thank you. Oh, well then, I shall come to you in an hour's time. I shall come to call you in an hour's time. An hour? For dinner, you mean? Yes. Please relax until then. As expected, he says everything with an expressionless face. But even if she tells me how to relax, how am I supposed to do that here? The clock says it's 6 o'clock. Usually I'd be watching TV in the sitting room around this time, but I'm having serious doubts as to whether there's any such thing in this mansion. Hisui, I know it's kind of a trivial thing to ask, but is there a television in this mansion? A television? Hisui's eyes narrow slightly. I know I'm the one who asked, but it really is a stupid question. I feel like there's something wrong with asking about the presence of a TV in a luxurious mansion like this. Hisui makes a very troubled face and stares off into space. There is no television in the sitting room. Some of the visitors did make use of one, but when they departed, they packed it up with their luggage and took it back with them. So I don't believe there are any remaining. Hold on, visitors? Like who? For how long? Tsukihime-sama from a branch of the Tono of the family. Tozaki-sama's third daughter and her fiance, and Kishima-sama's eldest son came to stay for close to 3 years. 3 years, huh? Isui, that's what you call freeloaders, not visitors. Isui does not reply. No matter what kind of people these freeloaders were, it seems that the servants can't say anything bad about them. Well, at any rate, it seems like those relatives had brought and taken back with them their own luggage. My old man hated the products of modern culture, thinking them all vulgar. There was no way he would ever watch the TV. Akiha, who had been educated by him for the last 8 years, would probably feel the same. It's not like I'll die without one. Hisui is silent. Like a perfect example for servants, Hisui says nothing unless she is being asked a direct question. This is, of course, kind of depressing for me. I want to make that expressionless face break into a smile somehow, but that seems impossible with just any half-hearted effort. Oh, there was a library on the first floor of the West Wing, wasn't there? Maybe I'll find something to read when I have some free time. Hisui does not reply. She stands there in the doorway. I can't even tell where she's looking. Hisui? She doesn't say a word. Suddenly she looks straight at me. I believe there is one in Nasan's room. Huh? I have no idea what she's talking about. There's one of what? A television. I remember seeing one in Nasan's room. Hisui says as if remembering something from many years ago. Hold on. Nasan? Don't tell me you're talking about Kohaku-san. Yes. Right now, the only people working in this mansion are Nasan and I. Now that she mentions it, they do look alike. I just couldn't connect them as sisters because Kohaku-san is always smiling so warmly and Hisui is always so expressionless. I see. Kohaku-san does look like the type of person who watches those variety shows. But I'm not going into Kohaku-san's room and tell her, let me watch your TV. Sorry, just forget I ever asked. After all, I'll be living here in the mansion from now on, so we got to follow the rules of the mansion. God knows what sort of cynical comment I'd be in for from Akiha if I started watching television. It seems like I need a breath. It seems like I'll be leading a scholarly student life fit for a member of the Tono family from now on. Alright, I'll be in my room until dinner, so just come and call me when it's time. You've got other things to do, don't you, Hisui? Hisui nods in assent and turns around. Silently opening the door, she leaves the room. Dinner takes place with Akiha and I being face to face. I guess it's natural here, as Hisui and Kohaku-san do not eat with us, standing behind us to tend to our needs. I thought it would be natural if all four of us ate together, so you could say I'm a little caught off guard by this inexplicably tense dinner. I should mention at this point that I've totally forgotten anything related to table manners by now. Well, I do remember little bits and pieces, but it's not like I'm a complete amateur. But humans tend to pack away unused memories into the corners of their mind. The tension was actually quite thrilling, with every one of my movements causing Akiha to raise an eyebrow. When I think about how I'll have to go through this every day, though, it's kind of depressing. Or really depressing. Finishing dinner, I returned to my room. It's still only just past 8 at night. It's still too early to sleep, so what should I do? Save time, and it's up to you. Go into the sitting room and talk with Akiha, stay in my own room, or go and watch TV in Kohaku-san's room. Decisions. Alright. When I get to the sitting room, Akiha is relaxing there alone. There's no sign of Kawaku-san or Hisui. There are two teacups at the table, and Akiha is using one of them. Oh? Do you drink tea after meals too, Nissan? No, nothing like that. I just thought I'd come out and talk to you. My expression tells her I'll go away if I'm bothering you. Please, sit down. Is tea alright for you? Sure, I'll have anything that's nice. I actually prefer Japanese tea, but I'll keep that little bit of selfishness to myself. Akiha takes a teapot and pours a transparent red tea into another teacup. Thank you. I sit on the sofa and raise the teacup to my mouth. Before my eyes is this cool and collected Akiha, and it makes me feel a bit uneasy. I came to talk to her, but to be honest, I don't really know what to say now that she's in front of me. Nissan, you're very quiet. Didn't you come to talk to me? Akiha stares. The atmosphere is not so much as that of a younger sister, but more of that of an unfamiliar young lady. It's not one in which I can speak freely. Well, I was just wondering what you've been doing this past 8 years. It goes without saying. Without Nissan around, Father's attention is turned solely to me. Akiha glares in complaint. It seems that the last 8 years I have been a taboo It seems that the last 8 years are a taboo subject. And what about you? What have you been doing for 8 years? I sent many letters, but didn't receive a single reply. Heck, I choke involuntarily. Certainly Akiha sent me many letters, but I never replied. I was a poor correspondent, but at the bottom of my heart I wanted to sever all links with the Tono Mansion, and that made me reluctant to write to Akiha. Well, don't worry about the letters. Even if you had answered, I'm sure Father would never have allowed the replies to reach the house. More importantly, how do you feel, returning to the mansion for the first time in 8 years? It has changed very little, though there was some restoration work done. In spite of Akiha's words, the mansion still feels completely unknown to me. 8 years ago, I was just a child. Even if I remember the mansion a little, I feel like I'm in someone else's house, and it's very unsettling. Nissan? No, I was just lost in thought for a moment. You could say this mansion has changed very little, but it's pretty unsettling for me. So the sitting room and the lobby are kind of familiar. I can't really remember the corridor nor my room. Really, I guess 8 years is a long time. I guess that's it. It's like half my life so far. I can't really expect to have clear memories. Well, it's been 8 years, so it doesn't feel quite right. Or not quite, but right in general. I don't care though. I'll insert quite if I want to. But I think I'll get used to it. I'll be thankful if you overlook my poor manners for a while. Please don't be ridiculous. I can hardly look even more leniently upon Nissan's manners than I do already. Ugh, that was close. I almost sprayed the tea I was drinking. At supper, Akiha looked at me into a cold sweat after all I did was use the wrong knife. I see. You were being lenient back then. Yes, I am making concessions appropriate to your abilities. Nissan has been brought up by the Arimas, after all. As Aunt Keiko comes from a branch family, a certain amount of laissez-faire was permitted, and you were spoiled, Nissan. The result is a supper that we had a while ago. Well, it can't be helped, can it? We never really thought I'd be returning here. Is that so? You almost sound like you didn't want to return, Nissan. Don't be stupid. It's not like that. I may have had my doubts, but I couldn't just leave you here, could I? What kind of brother would it be then? Or I couldn't just leave you alone here, could I? What kind of brother would it be then? I already said it once, I don't have to say it again. Yes, that's the reason I returned. If it weren't for Akio, I would never have returned. Since I heard nothing for almost 8 years, I always wondered if you were alright on your own. I came back to the mansion because I was worried about you. Looking a little off to the side, I put my honest feelings into words. Well then, thank you. But I guess I was just worrying over nothing. The past 8 years, you seem to have grown strong. I'm relieved, but a little disappointed. No, a bit is saying too little. Since I only had the image of the calm Akiha back when she was small, the sharp Akiha right now seems like a different person. Really? I'm sorry I didn't meet Nissan's expectations. Akiha's eyes are scary. Crap. I think I may have said too much again. Well then, Nissan, how was life at the Arima residence? Akio asked, still with a frightening expression. I feel like I'm under terrible pressure, even though I'm only talking to my younger sister. Nissan, did you hear what I said? I heard. Life at the Arimas, right? It was normal. There were no real problems. It was more suited for me living there too. Or it seems it was more suited for me living there too. That's not what I meant. How was your health? I have heard you collapsed a lot from your chronic anemia. Yeah, I did for about a year after I left the hospital, but I'm okay now. I only have problems occasionally about once a month. I'm certainly not frail enough to be worried about. Bluffing, I strike my chest with its scar. Akio nods in serious assent. But Nissan, you've also started wearing glasses. After going to the hospital, did your eyesight fail also? I see. Akio doesn't know why I wear glasses. Akio doesn't know I wear glasses or why I need them. I can't just explain the lines along which things break, or that they don't appear when I wear these glasses. Well, it's nothing. My eyes became a little strange after the accident, but it's not like my eyesight's gone bad, so it's not really a serious problem. Really, I was surprised when I saw you a while ago. I didn't know you had started wearing glasses, Nissan. Really? You seemed pretty calm back then. Of course. I was meeting you for the first time in 8 years. I couldn't let you see me acting strange. Akio's brow creases suddenly. Akio-sama, the bath is ready. What should I do? Really? Thank you, Kohaku. I'll go soon. So go ahead. Is that alright? After all, you're relaxing with Shiki-sama. Shiki-sama might run away, but the bath won't. Please relax a little longer. It's fine. We weren't talking about anything important anyways. Akio stands and walks past Kawaku-san in the lobby. Kawaku-san follows Akio. Left alone in the sitting room, I finish the tea. Akio and Kawaku-san seem to be heading to the bath, so I guess I'll just head back to my room. Hang on. Akio and Kawaku-san are going to take a bath together, are they? No, I bet they are. Then maybe Kawaku-san would be watching her back. Of course, with another girl, there's no problem, but... Well, you are free to imagine whatever you wish, Nissan, but... Akio returns with amazing timing. Don't force Kisui to do stupid things. Unlike Kawaku, she doesn't really get jokes. Akio looks accusingly as if she sees my thoughts. I'm surprised. Maybe this mansion has some listening devices. Wait, what are you doing back here? Weren't you taking a bath with Kawaku-san? I forgot to tell you something about the bath. Nissan, the large bathroom we used a long time ago isn't used anymore. It would be too much for Hisui and Kawaku to take care of, so it's been closed up. Large bathroom. Was there such a place? I sputter a bit. Unable to remember, I make a doubtful face. Akia's brows knit terribly. The bath's in the courtyard. You don't even remember that? Well, now that she mentions it, I guess there was such a thing. But this is a European-style mansion. Isn't such a thing a little out of place? Hold on a second. Okay, Father liked the half liked the Japanese style of architecture. That's why the detached building is a Japanese style as well. Anyway, if you want to have a bath, please use your own. The second bathroom is behind the the second bathroom behind the lobby is yours, Nissan. With that, Akiha leaves. Alright. With Akiha gone, there's no point in staying in the sitting room. I'll have a bath too and return to my room. When I return to my room, my bed has been made. I guess Hisui did it while when I was gone. I'm glad she did, but it's really more than I deserve. I scratched my cheek. Then, are you there, Shiki-sama? I can hear Hisui's voice, along with the knock at the door. Yeah, I'm here. Come in. Excuse me. Good evening. Thanks for making my bed, Hisui. Hisui quietly nods in acceptance. Just as I thought, I'm not used to this. Is there anything else you want to tell me? No, nothing for me, but Akiha-sama has instructed me to answer any questions you may have. I see. There are many things I want to ask, but I'll probably get to know them as I continue to live here. Yeah. What I wanted to know right now before I sleep is it true that curfew is at 7? Yes. The main gate is locked at 7, and all the entrances to the mansion are to be locked at 8. It is also a rule that one must not try to go walking around in the mansion after 10. Not even walking around in the mansion? Well, I've got no complaint with that, but isn't that kind of harsh? Akiha and I aren't children, so I don't think you have to go that far. Indeed. It is a rule, however, so please abide by it. You are aware of the recent disturbances at night, are you not, Shiki-sama? Yeah, that vampire thing Ariko was talking about. Well, as long as something like that is happening, I guess it's better to be safe than sorry. What else? Oh, do you mind if I ask an off-topic question? Yes, what is it? I'd like to know what kind of work you and Kawaku-san do around here. I'm here to serve your needs, and my sister serves Lady Akiha-sama. In our spare time, we do the maintenance chores around the mansion. Is there anything more you would like to know? To serve. So that's what it is after all. My shoulders suddenly feel heavier. It seemed completely natural to Akiha when she said it, but I'm nothing more than a normal high school student. I have no intention of having a girl close to my age serving me, at least for now. By serving me, you mean you're a personal servant? Yes. Please do not hesitate to give me any instructions. Well, I get it. Going up by how Akiha was talking about you, it doesn't seem that I can dismiss you, so I'll just obediently let you serve me. Is there anything in particular you would like? Nothing in particular, but could you stop calling me Shiki-sama? To be honest, I get chills down my back whenever I hear it. Shiki-sama, you are my master. That's what I'm saying I hate. I've been living a normal life up until yesterday. I have no desire to start living a life where a girl my age addresses me with Sama. I see. Hisui's response is less than enthusiastic. Just call me Shiki, and in exchange I'll call you Hisui. Do away with formalities and be more casual with each other. Still expressionless, Hisui lowers her eyebrows as if she's being troubled. But you are my employer. It's not like I'm hiring you. You're the one doing the things I can, so you're the great one. I see. Hisui gives another unenthusiastic reply. It seems like I won't be able to talk her into it in just one day. Anyhow, that's how it is. So don't be so formal towards me. I'll be grateful if you did that. If you tell that to your older son, to your sister Kawaku-san too. Very well, as you say, Shiki-sama. Expressionless, Hisui bows her head. She completely failed to understand. I won't be leaving now. Please rest now for tonight. Bowing, Hisui puts her hand on the doorknob. Oh, I forgot to ask something. Hold on for a second. Running towards the door, I put my hand on Hisui's shoulder before she leaves. In an instant, Hisui's arm pushes my arm away with incredible momentum. With a whack, she slaps my hand away and leaps back. Eh? It's so sudden that that's the only thing I can say. Hisui is expressionless, but she glares at me fiercely. Eh? Did I just do something wrong? I am very sorry. Hisui's voice sounds very nervous. I'm not used to being touched. Please forgive me. Hisui's shoulders are faintly trembling. I feel like I just did something really terrible. Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize without thinking. I don't understand why myself. I just feel so sorry for Hisui and I lower my head. Hisui says nothing. I get the feeling that the stare is calm again. You have nothing to apologize for, Shiki-sama. I'm the one to blame. No, well maybe, but I just scratch my head. Hisui stares at me, pausing only to blink for a second. What was it you wanted to ask me, Shiki-sama? That's right. I stopped Hisui because I wanted to ask you something. Oh, I wanted to ask you about Akiha. Doesn't she go to a boarding school? That was only during middle school, Shiki-sama. From this year onwards, Akiha-sama has special permission to attend school from home. You mean she goes to school from here? Yes, but it is uncommon for her to come home before dusk like today. Akiha-sama has practice up until dinner, so she is always home before 7. Practice? Practice what? Today is Thursday, so she would have had violin practice. Eh? Usually she is able to return before dinner on weekdays, so if you have anything to say to Akiha-sama, please let Mei-san know after dinner. Hisui bows to say goodbye and leaves the room. Violin practice? What on earth is that? She's not some upper class lady or anything, so why should she have to do something as bothersome as... Oh, wait, she is an upper class lady. Yes. Come to think of it, my sister Tono Akiha is a natural born upper class lady. In my memory, she was always the obedient, ever uneasy sister, constantly following me around. As a child, she was always quiet, never having the courage to express her own desires. She was a frail girl who had always lived in fear of the scolding from her father. Yeah, people really do change after 8 years. After 8 years, I've become the me I am now. Akiha has become the person she is right now, too. 8 years is a long time. It's half of our lives up until now. I was absent from this mansion during a vital period where a child becomes an adult. Sorry, Akiha. I think things would have been better if I had been with her during those 8 years. I unknowingly mumbled an apology. Left by myself, I lie on my bed. This house from 8 years ago. My blood relative from 8 years ago. Feels like they belong to someone else. I wonder what's going to happen to me now. Grumbling to no one in particular, I fall asleep. Ooh! I hear the wave-like sound of something's voice. Something is howling. I'm not going to do it again. It's too sharp and high-pitched to be a stray dog. It echoes in my eardrums. Is it howling at the moon? This doesn't feel right. The beastly howling is beginning to give me a headache. It doesn't stop. You just shut up already. I wake up. I can hear the sound of a dog barking outside the window. The clock indicates it's just past 11. This is more than just a neighborhood disturbance or neighborhood nuisance. Damn, I can't sleep like this. Dog's howling comes from somewhere near the mansion's fence. It doesn't seem like I can go back to sleep at this rate. Even Aki and the others wouldn't be able to sleep with a racket like this. Since I am the only man in the house, I guess I have no choice but to go investigate. I think it's coming from the right side of the mansion. I opened the curtains and checked to see what's happening outside. And outside my room is a large tree. On one of the branches is perched a blue crow. In the dark night I can see nothing but black, and yet it is clear to me that the crow is blue. I never seen or heard of a blue crow before. It glares at me. It feels like the eyes of the crow are staring at me like soulless mechanical lenses. After a yawn-like cry, it noisily flies off. What was that? I can feel a faint chill on my back. The howling of the dogs grow louder. It's really starting to get on my nerves. Not only is it noisy, but hearing it caused my heart to start pounding. I have an almost instinctual distaste for it. Shut up! I change out of my pajamas and into my uniform and leave the room. The howling echoes through the night. That sound is definitely coming from the right-hand side of the mansion. For some reason, my throat feels dry. The high walls stretch their way around the mansion. Clearing my throat, I head towards where the dogs must be gathered. I arrive at where the howling originates. Huh? The howling doesn't stop. There are no signs of any dogs. All there is a person. Under the light from a street lamp, that carves apart the darkness, stands a dark man in a dark coat, or a certain man in a dark coat. The howling is coming from right beside him, but there are no dogs to be seen anywhere. The man in the coat is pretty tall. He has a strongly built body, and his back is facing me. My throat is so dry. The voice of the dog resounds in my ears. The night air coils itself around my skin. For no apparent reason, I have difficulty breathing and moving, as if I'm at the bottom of the sea. A cry overhead. The loud flapping of its wings, the blue crow lands on the man's shoulder. Then, suddenly the crow vanishes. Eh? Can it be an illusion? It looked like the crow disappeared into the man's coat. The man in the black coat turns around. Under the streetlight, he is just like a shadow. A black lump. In the middle of that lump, the only Only the weapon-like eyes shine out burning with a fiery intelligence. I can't breathe. Fortunately, those eyes seem like they're not even looking at me. Not here after all. The man in the black coat leaves. When I can no longer see him, I am finally able to breathe properly again. I managed to take a few breaths. I realize the dog's howling has ceased. I return to my room. There's no sign of Akio or the others being awake. I guess I'm the only one who couldn't stand the dog's howling. What is happening? My head still hurts. Huh? Why am I trembling? Looking down, my fingers are trembling. My entire body is shaking and my back feels very cold. It's almost like, yes, it's like someone ripped out my spine and replaced it with ice. I feel dizzy. Is it just the usual anemia? I get the feeling of falling towards the floor. On my way, I see something unpleasant. What? Even though I'm wearing my glasses, I can still see the lines. I haven't seen them at all for such a long time, so the reaction is magnified. I feel sick. The dizziness from my anemia, I feel like I'm about to throw up the contents of my stomach. What's going on? I don't understand. Only that as long as my eyes are open, scribbles fly everywhere across my vision. It's a bad dream. Somehow I managed to collapse into bed. Yes, I should sleep. That's the easiest way to deny what I'm seeing. My body doesn't move as I want it to. All I should do is lie here and fall fast asleep like a corpse. And that is chapter 2. Shall we continue, or do you want to stop here so we finish the second chapter? Either's good. I'm glad you liked it. You can tell that that things are going to get very interesting very soon. That was like it's a fraction of what's to come in the near future. So yeah, I'll probably do the next chapter or 2 next time, depending on how much time I have. I think I've got like an hour to do whatever now. So I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end the stream for now. And talk to you on Steam. See you soon.